online session. Hope you all are well. Students, today we are going to do exercise 2.7 word problems. Okay, here you can see page 44. Please open page number 44 in your books to read the question from the book and keep your fair copies also ready. Okay, fair copy, your pencil and eraser ready. Today we will be doing word problems in a fair copies. Okay, so in your copy you have to mention the page number, exercise and the heading word problems. Okay, so please open exercise 2.7 in your books. Our first question is, there are 625 books on literature and 350 other books in a library. How many books are there in all? Okay, what is given in the question? 625 books are there of literature and 350 books of other subjects. Okay, so what we have to find out in the question, how many books are there in all? We have to find out the total number of books in the library. Okay, so let's do the question. So your first statement will be number of books on literature. Okay, it is given in the question now. There are 625 books on literature. So your first statement will be number of books on literature, that is 625, and number of other books, what is given here? 350 other books. So number of other books equal to 350 books. What we will do? We will do addition. We will put the sign of plus and we will do addition. Why? Because what is asked in the question, how many books are there in all? Okay, total number of books are asked, and whenever we have to find out the total, we have to do the addition. Okay, so your final statement will be total books. Okay, now we will do the addition. 5 plus 0, 5. Okay, 5 plus 0 is 5. Then 2 plus 5, 7. And 6 plus 3, 9. Okay, 975. So how many books are there in the library? 975 books. Please write down this answer. Okay, and in previous chapter also, while teaching, I told you that in class 3 no need to write the question. You will read the question from your book only. You will mention the page number and exercise in heading. Okay, but you will write only answer in the copy. Okay, what you have to mention? Page number, exercise and heading. Okay na? So now please do it. If you have not done, pause the video and write it down. Okay students? Now we will do the next one. Read the next question. B is, a school has 235 boys and 432 girls. How many students are there in the school? Okay, so number of boys and number of girls are given here. We have to find out the total number of students. Okay, total. So if we have to find out the total, then we have to do addition. Okay students, so let's do it. Number of boys are 235. Okay, number of boys are 235 and number of girls are 432, and we have to find out the total number of students, so we have to do your addition. Okay, how many students are there in all? Okay, so our final statement will be total students. So total students are 5 plus 2 7, 3 plus 3, 6, and 2 plus 4, 6. Okay, so our answer is 667 students. Okay, 667 students. Please write it down, students. You can pause the video and you can write it. Okay, now I will tell you next one. So students, next one is word problem J. Okay, word problem J, given on page number 45. Okay, now you will write the page number here, page number 45. Word problem J. Okay, there are 345 men, 215 women, and 152 children in a village. What is the population of the village? Okay, so number of men, number of women, and number of children are given, and the total population of the village is being asked. So what we have to do? We have to do addition here. Okay, so our first statement will be number of men. Number of men. So number of men are 345. Okay, then our next statement will be number of women. So number of women here are 250. Then what is given? Number of children. Number of children are 152. Okay, now we will add. And our final statement will be total population. Total population. Okay, so the total population is 5 plus 5, 10 plus 2, 12. So we will write here 2 and 1 will be carry forwarded. 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1 carry 11. Again we will carry forward 1 here. 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 1, 6 and plus 1 carry 7. So our answer is 712. 712 people. Okay, this is the total population of that village. Now students, now we will do next one. Okay, please write it, copy it down, and if you have not written till now, pause the video and then write this. Please mention the page number. Okay, please mention the page number with the word problem. So next is K, word problem K. The question is Nitin counted 286 small fish, 436 big fish and 125 crocodiles in a tank. How many animals did he count in all? Okay, so the number of animals in a tank is given 286 small fish, 436 big fish and 125 crocodiles. So we will add and we will find out the total number of animals in the tank. Okay, K, please write the question number. Okay, number of small fish, number of small fish are 286. The number of big fish, number of big fish are 436. And then number of crocodiles, that is 125. Now we will add total animals in the tank. Children, I always try to give you short statements only, okay, because that will be easy for you. But like I told you in previous chapter, right now also I want to tell you that you can write your own statement also, okay, but that statement should relate to the question, okay, and it should be correct, and the statement should never be in the form of question, okay. So total animals, now we will do addition. 6 plus 6 12, 12 plus 5 17. So we will write here 7 and plus 1 carry forwarded. Now 8 plus 3 11 and 11 plus 2 13 plus 1 carry 14. So we will write here 4 and 1 will be carry forwarded. 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 1 carry 8. So our answer is 847 animals, okay, 847 animals. Please write it down. We will do these these 4 word problems only, okay, students. Rest of the word problems, if you want to do, you can do that in your rough copy for your practice, okay, but in your fair copy you have to do only these 4 word problems, okay. And today you will get another work in your download link. That work also you have to do in your fair copy only, okay. From your book you have to see, and from your book you have to copy that work in your fair copy, okay. Now we will start unit 7, geometrical shapes, okay. Unit 7, geometrical shapes, okay. So students, open page 146. Open page 146 in your books. So today I will explain some of the points of this unit, okay. Geometrical shapes. Shapes are of 2 types, 2D shapes and 3D shapes. 2D shapes are the plane shapes and 3D shapes are solid shapes. So firstly we will start with 2D shapes, that is plane shapes. Okay, plane shapes. Plane shapes are shapes. Plane shapes are 2D shapes. 2D means 2-dimensional. 2D means 2-dimensional. Okay, and why 2-dimensional? Because it has 2 dimensions, that is length Okay students, plane shapes are 2D shapes. Plane shapes are 2D shapes. 2D means two-dimensional. 2D shapes are two-dimensional shapes because they have two dimensions, length and breadth. Okay. Now, I will tell you some of the plane shapes. So, you can see page number 146. Some of the plane shapes are given here. Square, square. Square is a plane shape. A square has four sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Okay. A square has 4 sides and 4 corners, and all the sides of a square are equal. Okay. All the sides of a square are equal. Okay. If that means if one side of a square is 2 centimeter, then all the sides of the square are going to be 2 centimeter only. Now, rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides and 4 corners. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. A rectangle has 4 sides and 4 corners, and opposite sides of a rectangle are equal. Okay. In a rectangle, all the sides are not going to be equal, but the opposite sides should be equal. Okay now, students, you must have noticed that a square has all the properties of a rectangle. Okay. A rectangle does not have all the properties of a square, but a square has all the properties of a rectangle, and a square can be a rectangle also, but a rectangle cannot be a square. Okay. A rectangle cannot be a square because in a square all the 4 sides are equal, but in a rectangle all 4 sides cannot be equal. Okay. In a rectangle opposite sides are equal. Okay. And in a square all 4 sides are equal, and because all the 4 sides are equal, the opposite sides are also equal. Okay. That is why a square can be a rectangle, but a rectangle cannot be a square. Okay. Now, next is triangle. A triangle is a plane shape which has 3 sides and 3 corners. 1, 2, 3, 3 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 3 corners. Okay. Now, circle. A circle has no sides and no corner. You can see a circle has a round shape. Okay, like you can see my bangle. This bangle is round in shape. Okay, so it has no corner and no sides. Okay. This is an oval. Okay, this is an oval, and an oval has no sides and no corner. Oval has no sides and no corners. Okay. Now children, one more shape I will show you. A diamond also has 4 sides and 4 corners. Okay, diamond has 4 sides and 4 corners. So you can see on page number 150, a diamond is shown on page number 151. On the top of page number 151, a diamond is shown. Okay, so these are the 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. Corner is also called vertex. Okay, corner is also called vertex. So children, see this paper. This is a square shape. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. Now this is a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4 corners and equal opposite sides. Okay, now it's a triangle. Okay, 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 corners. This is a circle. Okay, round in shape, no sides and no corners. Okay, these are the few examples of some of the plane shapes. Okay students, and page number 150, where plane shapes example is given. Okay, definitions are given and shapes are given here from this page 150 and page 151. These 7 definitions along with their diagram you have to write in your copy. Okay, now see children, straight line. A straight line can be like this, like this, like this. These all are straight lines only. Okay, this is a straight horizontal line, this is a straight vertical line, and this is a straight slant line. Okay, straight horizontal line. This is a straight vertical line. Okay, a vertical line is the standing line and horizontal line is a sleeping line. This is a slanting line. Okay, straight slanting line, straight vertical line and straight horizontal line. Horizontal line is also called sleeping line and vertical line is also called standing line also. Okay, this arrow, both the sides, if arrow is given, that means it is a line. Okay, this arrow shows that these lines can be extended endlessly to both their sides. Okay, a line does not have a definite length. Okay, a line does not have any definite length. That the line which has definite length is line segment. Okay, if you are saying that if I say that this is a line of 7 centimeter, so this is a line segment actually. Okay, if it has a definite length, then it is a line segment. And these points, these dots you can see here, these points symbolize a line segment. Okay, but these arrows, both the sides, if arrow is given, it shows that it is a line which can be extended endlessly to both the sides. Okay, now this is horizontal line, vertical line and slanting line. We were studying about line. straight line. Now curved line. You can see on page number 150, curved line is given. A curved line can be like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay, these are the curved lines. Okay, when we trace a curved line, we get a curved edge. Okay, so these are the curved line. You can see it on page number 150 also in your books. Now students, line segment is given here along with the circle only. Okay, it is not given in a detail, but if you are studying about line, it is must to understand what is a line segment and what is a ray. Okay, so now we come to line segment. Okay, so what is a line segment? A line segment is a line which has a definite length. Okay, which has a definite length. That I can say that this is a line segment of 9 centimeter. Okay, this is a line segment of 9 centimeter because this is the length which is given to this. Okay, and ray. This is a ray. Okay, now I will draw line also along with this. See, this is a line. This is a line. It has arrow on both the sides. Okay, a line has arrow on both the sides, which shows that it can be extended endlessly to both sides. Okay, now this is a ray. It has arrow on one of its side. Okay, one side only. In a ray, arrow can be made only at one side because a ray is a line which can be extended endlessly from one of the sides. Okay, it can be extended endlessly to one side only. Okay, now, and this is a line segment. A line segment cannot be extended. It has a definite length. Okay, it has a definite length, and it can be drawn according to its length only. Ray can be extended to one side endlessly, and line can be extended to both its sides endlessly. Okay, now students, open page number 154. Here description of solids is given. Okay, description of solids. Solids means solid shapes. Solid shapes are 3D shapes. Okay, solid shapes are 3D shapes. Okay, solid shapes are 3D shapes. 3D means three-dimensional. Shapes are three-dimensional. They are three-dimensional because they have 3 dimensions: length, breadth, depth or height. Length, breadth, depth or height. Okay, solid shapes are 3D shapes. They are 3D shapes because they have 3 dimensions, and those 3 dimensions can be length, breadth, depth or length, breadth and height. Okay, now let's see the solid shapes. Okay, this is a cube. You can see this dice. You all must be playing Ludo. So students, you must have seen this dice. This dice is a perfect example of a cube. Okay. So you can see here this dice has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 faces. It has 6 faces and 6 plane faces. Okay, its plane surface, you can see its plane surface is its face. So a cube has 6 faces. Okay, now you can count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A cube has 6 faces, 8 corners. 6 faces, 8 corners. Now we will count the edge. This is the edge. Here I have drawn a line on the edge with this marker. You can see this is the edge. Now let us count the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 and 12. So a cube has 12 edges. A cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. Okay. Now we will see cuboid. This is a cuboid. You must be having your pencil box right now, so that can be a perfect example for cuboid. So let's count the phases of the cuboid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So a cuboid has 6 phases. A cuboid has 6 phases and edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. A cuboid has 6 phases, 12 edges, and count the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 8 corners. Okay, a cuboid has 6 phases, 12 edges and 8 corners. Okay. Now next, cylinder. Cylinder. This is a cylinder. Here you can see example of a cylinder. Okay. A cylinder has 3 phases, 2 plane face and 1 curved face. Okay, this is a plane face, 1 and this is a plane face 2, 1 2, two plane faces, okay, and one curved face. This is a curved face, okay. This and this, these two are plane faces, two plane faces, and this round one, this is the one curved face. A cylinder has three faces, two plane faces and one curved face. Here you can see, here also 1 and 2, two plane faces and one curved face, okay. And now it has two edges. Here you can see 1 and this is 2. Two edges it has, okay. This one, this edge, and one is this. Two curved edges it has. This one and this one. You can take your bottle, can, candle, your pencil as example, okay. This marker I am using right now is also a cylinder, okay. 1 2, two plane faces, one curved face, and this 1 and 2, two curved edges, okay. Now we will see cone. This is a cone. You all must be eating ice cream, huh? So you have seen ice cream cone and birthday cap. Those are the perfect examples of a cone, and here I have made a simple ice cream cone myself for the example. So students, you can see now a cone has two faces. A cone has two faces. One plane face, okay, this you can see, one plane face and one curved face, this portion, this curved portion, okay. One curved face and one plane face, so it has two faces. One plane face and one curved face, okay. And it has one vertex or one corner, one vertex or one corner. This is just one corner it has. Student, if you don't remember how many phases, how many vertices and how many plane and curved face edges a shape is having, a solid shape is having, then you can remember their examples, okay. For that cube you have your dice, okay. Just remember the dice and you will see all the phases and those edges and corners, okay. And for cuboid, simply look at your pencil box. You can easily find out all the phases, edges and the corners. For the cylinder, look at your water bottle, and by seeing your water bottle, simply you will identify all the edges, corners and phases, okay. Then for cone, just remember your ice cream cone, and you will remember the plane face, the curved face and one vertex, okay. Now at last we will see a sphere. This is a sphere. So a sphere has no edges, and no corners. Okay, it has no edges and no corners. It has just one face. Okay, you can see this ball. You all must be playing with your balls, cricket ball or football, basketball. Those all are perfect examples of this sphere. Okay, like orange, potato, balloon, apple, this ball, everything. These all things are example of sphere. Okay, so a sphere has only one face, that is a curved face. Okay, a curved face. Otherwise, it does not have any edges or any vertex. Okay, na? So it has only one curved face. Now students, please properly go through the chapter and all these definitions and shapes what I have shown you, what I have told you right now. Please go through this, and in your rough copy you can write the name of these shapes and just find out the examples of these solid shapes and write it down. Okay, that will help you more to understand about these solid shapes. Okay, so this is all for today students. Goodbye, take care, stay safe, stay home.